Hello, thank you for being here. Welcome back to Mangaki no Tsukai. This is our Dragon Ball podcast, Dragon Buds. I'm your host, Jesse, and today I'm dragging my buds through Dragon Ball. I'm joined by the number one under the heavens, Adam. Say hello, my
Hello.
friend.
Hello.
Hey, you cut me off there.
I didn't
Let
think
me
you were.
finish.
I didn't
Let
think.
me finish!
I didn't think you were to call me friend. I don't really consider us friends, so.
Well, yeah, more like work acquaintances, I guess, at this point.
Right.
Sorry about that. We'll edit all this out as usual.
Right.
We also have here joining us today, as always, the Kuririn to my Son Goku, my friend Evan.
Hey, hi guys.
He waits his turn. Very good, just like I trained him.
Well, hey, I was gonna say, why is he number one under the heaven? Shouldn't I be number one under the heavens? Since
Dude,
I'm
you're
doing
our...
like the kingdom thing anyway, Or you go like like a One Piece thing with him.
Well, maybe next week we'll see who wins the actual Budoukai. We could see who is the true number one.
All right, we have to anybody listening, we have to fight each other to get Jesse's affection.
We're going down to Adam's neck of the woods.
Oh, I got home field advantage then.
Yeah, but it's good to be down somewhere else,
So, my friends, how did you guys like this reading of Dragon Ball? Overall impressions. This one better than the last time?
This was my favorite read so far. For sure.
Yeah, me too. I love Krillin.
Yeah,
I love him so much.
I like Krillin a lot. Also, like I said, Hunt for the Dragon Balls is just like it's fun, but like it's all right story wise.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Krillin's such a bastard in this arc, I think, at first. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, most characters I feel are though. In Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I think a lot of characters when they're first introduced are little shits, but I feel like it's so out of character from what we know Krillin to be for him to be even acting like this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
mean,
I don't know when he like starts to make a transformation. I don't know if that's like
It's like
after Dragon Ball ends.
no, it's like
Goes on to the Wonder
literally
Adult.
like right at when they go to the tournament, he's like no longer like a little perv, I feel like, or like a little
yeah,
asshole.
definitely. I was definitely gonna say, like, by the end of the chapters that we'll be discussing today, he's pretty much already coming around. Since they've spent
Yeah,
8 months together,
Mm.
they're definitely more buddy buddy, and we'll see that more on the next read through too. So that'll be exciting. Next time we're going to be covering the entire, tournament, the whole all eight fights. Is it? No, I don't know. Yeah, 8 fights. Wait, I don't know.
This guy doesn't know anything about the fucking manga he's
Why am I so
covering.
confused? Oh, you know what? I think it's 7 fights actually. It's 8 contestants. That's what I'm thinking of.
Let's go.
Of course.
I'm so
of course.
excited. I'm so fucking
Yeah,
excited.
I'm excited for everybody's favorite character, Ran Fan, Ren Fran.
Oh yes. So before we get into the chapters, I like to start off with a little Dragon Ball related opening segment. This one's actually inspired by something that Adam brought up last time. And I just wanted to ask you boys, off the cuff, off the top of your head, what are your favorite techniques, your favorite special moves throughout the whole series?
I got
Uh,
I got 3 for you.
yeah, perfect. I know. Well, I know you mentioned the Gallic gun.
That's probably my favorite. But only when he does it where it's like cocked back and his hands are like in that like weird position. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Okay.
Yeah, I wonder how many times he actually does that in the manga.
That I actually don't know. So that
We'll keep a count. It's going
uh,
to be a very high number, I'll tell you.
I'm-
Hey, fun fact about the Gallic
did you
gun,
ask me a question or I'm sorry, did you ask me and Evan a question or
Yeah, I was just thinking we could go over to Evan now.
Oh, okay.
No. I wanted to say about the Gallic gun.
All right, go
before we
ahead.
Move on.
Go ahead.
Do you have any speculation on what the pun there is?
Garlic.
Right. Yeah. And the Japanese name for it is actually like much closer to the actual word garlic. Garlic cannon, garlic gun. Yeah.
What's the Japanese word?
It's like idiotic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like,
Really?
I didn't want to say it. Now you made me say it.
That's really funny.
What else you got though, Adam?
All right, I'm a sucker for the special beam cannon, but it's not in my list. I just really like that move. But
cool.
Spirit Ball, which is a Yamcha technique from the video games. I don't know how often he uses that in like Dragon Ball at all. Definitely not in Dragon Ball, but Z maybe like once he uses it. And Double Sunday, which is like never fucking used, I think, in Z, but it's in the video games, and I always loved the name of that technique.
Yeah, same. I remember that shit in Budoukai. I think that was Raditz, right?
Yep, it's a Raditz technique.
Yeah.
He's got like two hands, and he puts them together and yells "Double Sunday."
Yeah. That is definitely the English dub name. Yeah, the Spirit Ball is called the Sokidan. I don't know what that means off the top of my head, though.
I think it means Spirit Ball.
I think it means like something very close to that. Yeah.
Sure.
Evan.
I really like the special beam cannon the most. I think that's the coolest. I always thought that was like, I always like drawing that, when I was doodling and shit.
It is one of the coolest for
super
sure.
iconic.
Frieza's piercing like shots from his fingers. He just shoots at people. That's awesome. And
we went over this.
Yeah.
Jesse, you might know this. What's the Nappa has this technique where he just blows up cities.
Oh yeah.
And he just moves his hand up and everything just blown up.
He like lifts his two fingers.
Yeah. I always thought that was
badass.
really cool.
He has that move
younger.
He uses that move in Fighters as a part of like his auto combo. Really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
I was gonna say this to Evan. I feel like a lot of our like nostalgia and connection to some of the moves will come from those PS2 games that me and you used to play a lot. I would bring them over to your house. Specifically, as we said back then, Budoukai Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah.
And well, as they said right in the goddamn title menu.
But, I played a lot of that one. I played a lot of 2. I don't think I played Tenkaichi 1, but I played Budoukai 1 back when the PS2 like first came out.
I remember the red disc.
Yeah.
And that I had fun with when I was younger.
Wait, I've got to make some noise here. I have the game right here. Is it a red disc?
It should be a red disc for PlayStation 2.
Not mine. Maybe like the first pressing or something.
Oh yeah, I had a red disc.
That sounded familiar when you said that.
Yeah, my best buddy Jared, we would play the crap out of fucking Tenkaichi in the Budoukai games. Like we would sit there for hours.
Yeah.
I actually funny story. When they got to the Majin arc, oh my god, I forget the devil guy's name. Like Diablo.
Dabra.
Diablo.
What's his name?
Yeah,
Dabra.
Yeah. No. The
Dabra, who looks like Satan.
That's his name.
Spits on people.
Dabra?
Well, yeah, he spits on people and turns them to stone, right?
I think they might call him Dabura.
Yeah.
Dabura. That's what they called him in English. There you go. So he had.
His name's a spoof on Abracadabra, so Abracadabra.
That's funny. I didn't know that. When he has the move where he spits on people and turns them into stone, we had a fucking spit fight when I was a kid because of that move. It was the dumbest shit. My friend's mom came downstairs like, why are you spitting all over the place? There was like 4 of us spitting all over the fucking place.
What? You boys quit that spitting.
That's amazing.
It was so stupid,
what?
but we love that shit, dude.
I'm just picturing you guys running around with like water bottles to replenish your spit and stuff,
That's awesome. I think Evan might know this already, but Adam, I'm not sure if you will. The special beam cannon, since you both brought it up, the Makanko Sapo. It's made up of 5 words. I don't really think it turns into anything other than 5 random words. Demon, penetrate, light, kill, gun.
Wow.
So pretty sweet naming scheme there, Piccolo.
You think they took some of those words and used it for his moves in the video games, like light grenade and shit?
Right, light grenade. Yeah, that's called something else. Like, I don't know, Bukaretsu or
What's the one
something.
where he shoots a bunch of balls out and then
So actually,
brings it down on one dude? On, like,
so
a
that
single
one,
target?
yeah. So that one's actually on my list. I was gonna give you guys my list by giving you the Japanese name and the translation and letting you guess what it was.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, well, there's that one.
That
That's
move's
called
also in fighters.
That's called the Hell Zone grenade in English.
Yes, the Hell Zone
Yeah.
grenade. Yeah.
In Japanese, it's the Maku Hoidan, which means demon air besieging bullet.
Oh my god.
And then Evan, think back to BT3 there, the Kaku Sandan, enlarged scattering bullets.
Is that a Trunks move?
No, Trunks had cool moves though.
Enlarged scattering bullets?
Yeah, this is a move that I just always thought was cool, man. It's that move when Krillin puts like his two hands out and he shoots the energy wave up into the air.
Yeah.
And then breaks
brings it
apart
down.
into like 5 different, beams.
Yeah.
That's
So that's
also
cool
a
one.
move in fighters, and if you do that and you have 17 or 18, what's the girl? 17?
18.
18. When you have 18 in your party, she joins him and does the attack with him.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, all right. Anyway, that was fun. Oh, well, also shout out to Fusion, which I guess is technically a technique. And I fucking love Fusion. I'm a big sucker for that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So let's get into this week's chapters. We read 24 through 35, which took us right up to the tournament. Next time, we're going to read 36 through 54 for everyone reading along with us. That'll be the whole tournament. So, chapter 24, let's get right into it. We see Goku stopping off at his house. He gathers his belongings and he heads to the Kame house. He's going to trade with Kame-sen, and he, last time he split off from Bulma and Yamcha and everybody was going back to the city. And I believe that this is the last time we actually see Grandpa Gohan's house. In the anime, it looks like Goku's house is right next to Grandpa Gohan's house when he's old, but that's actually just in the anime. And then in like the Cell arc, Toriyama will draw a different house, and then the anime just randomly switches over to that one.
I never even noticed that.
Yeah, I always thought it was cool that he lived next to his grandfather's house, but then I read the manga and find out that was not the case. But
all your dreams and hopes shattered.
yeah, I pretty much stopped reading right there.
Put the book down. Thought real long and hard about your life.
So Goku gets over to the island, and the Turtle Hermit is, of course, perving out to some home workout videos. And we get a goofy panel of Goku getting his attention on page 6, the bottom left. Very early Dragon Ball Dr. Slump faces. You won't see this later on in the series.
Yeah, I like that he drew his ear that fucking big. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I like how he has a Pennzoil shirt on. I just noticed that.
I didn't even notice that either. That's funny.
So Roshi tells Goku that there is food in the fridge because, of course, Goku is hungry. That's a big mistake. He eats all the food that was supposed to last a couple weeks. Roshi forgot he even offered to train Goku, and he's also wondering where Bulma is, of course. And Goku says he wants to be even stronger than the Muten Roshi. I wonder how long that will take.
Real quick, I mentioned all the weird onomatopoeias that are used throughout the early pages of this little arc we're reading. On page 9, Adorasho ho to. What is he trying to say? What the fuck is that?
I don't know, man. Poppy makes noises very similar. That's pretty accurate.
I guess it's an old man thing.
I think it's maybe like he's stretching. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that. I've made that noise in my time while stretching.
Just you know?
Yeah, I could see that.
So in order for Goku to be trained. In order for the training to begin, of course, Roshi requires that he finds a peachy gal, a young fit girl. Peachy just means young, sprightly, uh, whatever. A young fit girl.
Oh, I really thought that meant something way more perverted.
No, no. So, actually, anyone who's watched the Japanese version of the anime will know. Or no, actually, I don't even know if it's in the anime. It might be on the song. There's a funny songs about him singing about peachy gals and kamehamehas, bunch of goofy shit like that. You can look that one up. Goku, of course, doesn't know what that is. Roshi doesn't give too much of a explanation. And Goku brings back a huge fat woman. Lols, so random. Hilarious. Chapter is over. You guys like that one?
I
Good
did.
punchline there.
I did.
Yeah.
It was a great punchline. I really like that the whole descriptor that he was given. The only thing he said was, "She's really energetic."
Yeah, this chapter had a lot of sorry. My internet was being weird. This chapter has a lot of like awesome drawings of Roshi. I love how like you were saying, his ear and like just his reactions, and Roshi's just like this awesome, like one of the best characters. I just wish he wasn't just such a piece of shit, Like,
Yeah.
He definitely gets better as it goes on, but yeah, his early character he's so fucking disgustingly perverted. But yeah, they use his like facial expressions and even like his body. There's a certain time when he's like dancing because Bunch wants to stay on the island, and he looks really fucking tiny while he's dancing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how even on like page 14 when he's putting on his nice suit and everything, just the way his eyebrows are up, you can tell he's smiling, even though you can't see his mouth at all because his facial hair. He still looks like he's smiling, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, defo.
Defo. I say that all the time too.
I try not to say it too much.
Don't want to burn it out.
Yeah.
So, chapter 25, the Muten Roshi now shows Goku picture comparisons of girls. And he has a picture of a cute girl and then a picture of Yajirobe.
Okay, you say Yajirobe, which is really funny because I didn't consider that. that character looks like the fucking sumo character that's Kuzan, who is one of the admirals in One Piece. You know what I'm talking about? The dude that uses that giant axe that they meet on Sabaody. He's like a sumo wrestler kind of guy. He uses hockey before they know what hockey is.
Oh yeah.
He even wears like a red like onesie thing like that with that white diamond on it.
Oh, nice. Probably the same inspiration then there, dude.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, nice.
Can't believe Toriyama would rip off Oda like that.
What's his name?
That's such bullshit.
Oh man, I actually don't know that character's name. I'll find out.
So yeah, while Adam looks that up, we see, Goku goes and tries again, and he comes back, this time with a real hottie who does look like the face of the picture that Roshi showed us, right? And she's floating on the Nimbus cloud, so we only really see, her face for now. And,
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I said Kuzan. Kuzan is not. Kuzan is Aokiji.
Yeah.
It's the yellow guy, and I'm drawing a blank on his name. But go ahead, keep talking.
So Roshi says that, now the training begins, and the first step is for Goku to go ask her for her panties. Classic stuff. Thank you, Roshi. Thank you for making me have to read this on the podcast here. But Goku, hears this as the word panchy. And, Goku goes over there and he comes back and he's like, hey, she actually said she isn't even wearing any. So Roshi thinks that this is good news, and he runs over there, and the girl is a mermaid. Lol, so random. So Roshi says, well, maybe since you're here, I could touch your boobs, which she responds by punching him in the fucking face. Well deserved, and she jumps back into the ocean and goes away. Never to be seen in the series. until Dragon Ball Super, the Tournament of Power. No, just
Oh,
kidding.
I was gonna say, holy shit, really?
Yeah, when Majin Buu falls asleep, she comes in as the 10th fighter.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found his name.
Pie Girl?
Pie Girl. It's actually PP. No. So Sentomaru is the guy I was thinking of. If you want to look him up, so you understand what I'm saying. But
yeah, I remember this one.
Another thing I wanted to say was I like what Oda and Toriyama do a lot, where they draw these shirts with like random shit on them. They do it in One Punch Man too. Like One Punch Man's like Oppa shirt. For example, the Frankie shirt where it's like JK Elemento PQ. You know?
Yeah, you said that to me.
Because like, what is this shirt? Pie like the Pennzoil shirt on Roshi. Like, I just like that they do that, where they're like not always just wearing one fucking thing, which they all will be wearing one fucking thing in the future, except like the few times we see Piccolo or Vegeta wearing his bad boy shirt.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Well, bad boy. Oh my god.
Is that what it says? It says bad boy, right? Or bad man?
Bad man.
Yeah, okay. Bad boy is way better. It should be bad boy.
Should have been bad boy. You kidding me?
There's another character that has something written on the back of their shirt. Do you guys know what it is? It says "kill you."
I don't know.
I think with an exclamation point. Perfect. We'll get to that character pretty soon, actually. But anyway, I like how this mermaid here, the Pie Girl, she punches Roshi, and then Goku's like, "Oh, is that what Panchi means? It means punchy?" And then Roshi, being the great improv master, says, "Yes, this is just all a lesson about taking punches and getting stronger, and then things like that." So I thought that was funny there.
I also like that he fixed his glasses from one panel to the next on page 9.
Oh, of course. This is Tom and Jerry Dragon. Come on. So he wants Goku to go out and get another girl. Goku says another one, and Roshi says, "Yes, this training is very severe." And we also find out, we see somebody heading towards the island, and Roshi's afraid that it might be the turtle who's out on vacation. He's supposed to be out for a while so Roshi can get his perv on. But it's not the turtle. It is the man of a boy, Krillin.
The man, the myth.
Look at this man of a boy, my friends.
Look at how his head shines.
I've got to say, this guy, this early, specifically very early Krillin design, Krillin, perfect. One of my favorite character designs of all time. Who are some of your favorite character designs?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Oh my god, I don't know, Jesse. That's such a vague question. Why do you ask these questions?
I tend to lean towards rounder characters, I think. I love Kirby.
I was just about to say Kirby. I was literally just about to say that.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I love this early Krillin. Sonic is round in a different way. I like his design, the classic Sonic design.
Yeah, round in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Like a square.
No, like he's packing, dude.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, when it comes to round character designs, I guess the bubble guy from SpongeBob,
the dirty bubble,
dirty bubble, and also the bubble.
Bubble Buddy.
Bubble Buddy.
Bubble Buddy. Everyone loves Bubble Buddy.
Both of them. Those are pretty good round designs, I guess.
Okay. Well, this segment was a nightmare. Just fucking...
I honestly would really have to think about that. I'll just yell out a random character at some point while we're while you're talking.
Hannibal Lecter.
Okay. So we see this guy. I guess let's talk about his name. I would say that yeah, good one, Evan. All right, this guy's name, Krillin, is, I think, a pretty accurate, I guess, Americanization or like English translation. I think we talked about this on an episode where Toriyama wrote out his name on a hat and it was using L's instead of R's. So that also kind of leads towards the use of Krillin in favor. The word Cootie means bald, or no, it means
Chestnut.
It means chestnut, and there's also this saying, like it's something like cootie cootie bozai, and it means like you have a bald head like a chestnut or something like that. So that's kind of the pun there, and then also the RIN at the
Toe Jam
end.
and Earl. Go ahead, keep
The
going.
the Lin at the end is from Shaolin, like the Lin at the end of Shaolin.
Oh,
So
I guess he's like a Shaolin monk, right?
right, because he comes from a monk, and later on we'll find out that he's from the Odin temple, which is like the same thing. Like I guess Shoden is like Shaolin in Japanese. So there's that.
I'm honestly jealous of how perfectly smooth and bald his head is. I strive for that.
It's always
really
shiny.
impressive.
It's so it's awesome. And he doesn't grow hair, but he does grow hair. Like, does he shave? He's like fucking.
He shaves.
He tells Goku in this chapter, I think, that he shaves like all great martial artists, just like the Muten Roshi. And then, Roshi's like, I'm just bald, actually.
yeah.
He doesn't even have like stubble. It's just like perfect. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I love him. So he lands here, he says that he's here to receive training from the Muten Roshi, and he knows exactly how to become his disciple. He hands over a stack of Playboy magazines, and Roshi's
Playboy.
like,
that's just an H.
Oh yeah, that's H magazine. Well, we all know H.
Oh, we all know H.
And
so,
I wasn't even thinking that, but
yeah, me neither.
It's probably what it actually is.
What were you guys thinking of?
Nothing. Fucking. I was just literally nothing.
God, do you know what a bit is, Evan?
Yeah, seriously, Evan.
I've never heard of a bit before in my life.
This guy's derailing all the bits.
Let's just talk about though real quick, like page 13. I'll just point it out here again. We talked about Krillin's design, but like the top left, look at these two next to each other, Goku and Kuririn.
On what page?
13.
Okay.
And then just like think about what these guys look like when they're adults. You know what I mean? Like it's just amazing, man. It's just awesome.
Also, how is Krillin's head turned that way?
He's an owl of a man.
I was gonna say he's a goddamn owl, man. Is his eyebrows always this thick, or do they thin out? They definitely thin out, right?
I guess they thin out, or his head. Yeah, his head changes overall. So.
I like to think that his eyebrows stay the same shape and his head just grows to match them.
Also, his eyes don't stay quite as like half closed like that.
Yeah.
After a while.
Maybe it's to show his deviousness.
So, Roshi wants to send both of these guys out to get the girl. He's pretty sure Krillin much more knows his tastes.
That was a
over
weird
Goku.
Sentence.
Well, that's like literally what they talk about. Roshi's like, my taste in women. He's like whispering in his ear. He's like, is that about cover it? And but of course we could have guessed this. He cannot ride the Quinto-un, so he just has to hold on to Goku's back, which we see in the next chapter here. And I like how Roshi at the end of that one, he's like, you can't ride this if you have impure thoughts. And he's like, well, I just want to, impress women with my martial arts. He's like, yeah, that's what I mean by impure thoughts. So chapter 26, they are on the hunt. Again, we see Krillin kind of hanging on to Goku on the back there. Goku points out a man. Is that a girl that Roshi would like? And Krillin has to say, that's a man. Goku's amazed that he could tell this without the pat, to which Krillin promptly announces that he's a boy. So, that's great.
Yeah, that makes me really glad that Krillin is with him. Just so like Goku isn't just flying around on his Nimbus.
Like sexually abusing people.
Just patting them on the crotch. Thank God, is this bit almost over? with the pat.
Oh, I think it may be. I think it may be.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it dies after pretty much after that. He's got Krillin to tell him who's who now.
Yeah.
So we then see a blonde woman on a cool ass unicycle being chased around by the coppers.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a cooler unicycle.
Seriously.
Right? Pretty good one, Toriyama. So she blows away one of the cop cars with a bomb, and then she goes to shoot the other one with her shotgun, but her hair blows in her face, causing her to sneeze, get dark hair, and fall off her bike. She is now a much cuter girl. She's a much innocent looking character, and her eyes are like, big open circles instead of being like closed and angled, more rectangular, which kind of lends to that, nice look now. We know she's good.
I was gonna say, do they ever explain her power, like, or why she has this like double personality or whatever we're calling this?
She's a Super Saiyan. This is Super Saiyan.
Oh, is this what it? I fucked it up. Forget it.
Could you imagine if Dragon Ball Super brought lunch out as like, oh yeah, there was one more Saiyan
during the Battle of Gods arc where they need 5 Saiyans?
Dude, sucks, man. I forgot about that, and then I like rewatched it a year ago or something, and I was like, man, oh, gross.
Yeah.
I was like, God, no wonder I forgot about it, because that's the worst shit ever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's a really bad plot. Really bad plot point that they had to do that.
Seriously.
To answer your question for real though, they don't explain her power because she's just a gag character.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
which is kind of why she goes away. I mean, why
she's
she doesn't
there,
stay in the...
right?
Well,
she's always on like Roshi's island. Right?
She is up until like the Saiyan arc. The Saiyan arc.
And then she's gone forever, really?
And then she's pretty much just gonzo.
Wow, that's fucked up.
And I mean, it's like fucking Oolong and even Roshi, like they're pointless, but they are always like in the back, or like Puar and shit, like they're just always in the background. Why couldn't Lunch just be there too?
Fucking Chaozu, bum ass.
Chaozu, oh my god, dude, Toriyama hates Chaozu. You'll see. You'll see. That man could not. You couldn't take all the panels that guy is in and fill up one chapter, dude. One fucking 14-page chapter.
Is he still technically a Z fighter?
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the Moro arc, he's in there.
Oh god.
Oh lord.
Earth's mightiest warriors.
Chaozu, Earth's mightiest warrior.
So we get this girl's name Lunch from the cops. The cops are like, Lunch, fucking knock it off, and she has no idea what the hell is going on, which is interesting. I noticed because what's up? What's so funny?
That Lunch, fucking knock it off.
Well,
yeah. By the way, real quick, they're like earlier before they're like, stop or we'll shoot. Although we're already shooting.
Yeah, it's interesting that she has no idea what's going on because right when she sneezes and the hair blows in her face, and she's blonde, she's like, oh no, not right now. So it's like her blonde side knows what's happening and like is aware of the fact that she goes in and out of personalities, but maybe her blue-haired side isn't. I'm not sure.
No, sure, blue-haired side's definitely aware of it. She warns them multiple times, like, just be careful if I sneeze around you.
Oh yeah. What am I talking about? Yeah, but so I guess like she just doesn't know why she's being chased by the cops. Because even then, when she is telling her, when she's telling Krillin that later on, she's like, if I had to guess by all this money, I guess I robbed a bank.
Yeah.
it's actually like a pretty funny conversation. So anyway, she screams for help from the cops, and Goku and Krillin arrive on the scene. And I love how Goku just jumps down with Krillin on his back. And he just like lands and you barely see Krillin's like bald head on the side. It's kind of funny. And Krillin just like runs away. He's like, he was actually like really apprehensive of the whole idea. And he goes and hides behind a rock and he's like yelling at the cops like he has nothing to do with Goku and everything. And Goku just fights the cops right away because they are indeed all bastards.
Let's go.
Page 14 on the bottom panel, I really like Goku headbutting this guy, and he just has like this plain ass smiley face.
Yeah.
So they do that, and they take Lunch back to the island, and we see that the blue-haired Lunch, I'm calling her Launch now. Lunch, she can ride the Nimbus Cloud. So this version must be a very innocent person.
I was gonna say, like, really, Kentuon, like, can tell, like, okay, blue-haired Lunch is pure, but like blonde-haired is like a bad person. They're the same person.
It's a good point, man. It doesn't matter what color your hair is.
That's what I'm
It's not going to
saying.
change the color of your heart. Just
Wow.
black.
Damn, that was really deep.
I mean, you said it. Your words, not mine.
Man, I'm so deep. Poet.
All right. I mean, it was okay.
Nah, I'm
Don't,
deep.
you know.
I'm gonna start writing Dragon Ball poetry now.
Oh, no. Oh,
Hey.
no.
Hey guys, I really like Goku and Krillin's faces on the bottom of the last page of this chapter, just looking back at her. Something about that reminds me kind of like South Park. I don't know why.
Me neither.
Or Teletubbies or some shit.
What? What? Teletubbies.
Yeah, some children's program. Look at
Tubby-
their faces.
Yeah, look, they got Tubby Custard. They got that vacuum that gives out free blowjobs.
Yeah.
How about
Dude.
their faces on the next chapter, page 2 of chapter 27? Goku's looking back, but Krillin's like holding on to Lunch's hips. So and he's got a little music note speech bubble.
I would say he's a little bit lower than the hips at this point.
He's in the zone for sure. We'll put it that way. So
He's into it at least.
Oh yeah.
They get back to the island, and Goku's just yelling about Roshi taking a shit and the toilet and all this bullshit. And Krillin is apologizing for the vulgarity. And I just want to say, like, we talked about the Sai and the Saiyan thing, like Japanese versus English names. You guys will be saying the English names a lot. I probably will too, just for the sake of everyone. But like the name Krillin, it's so musical that I also enjoy saying it. It's like Krillin, doom 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 Buduma, doom doom doom. You know what I mean? It's like fucking perfect. But you can't say Krillin. You can't say it with the R's like that. Like,
right.
You have to say Krillin.
You gotta say like you're trying to sound like you're Japanese.
Yeah, you gotta be real.
I definitely like Krillin much more than I like Buduma.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, if you're saying it, you have to at least say like Krillin.
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 You have to try at least. Krillin. Krillin.
So yeah, here we get that conversation that we were just talking about of Lunch telling Krillin what was going on with being chased and this and that and her sneezing and everything. And Roshi, he comes out and he sees her and he's, she's saying that she sneezes and changes and everything. He's not hearing anything about it. He just loves the fact that the boys did such a great job bringing back a cutie, And he comes out and I love... He's like, she's like, oh, you have such nice grandsons. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. But they're actually my brothers.
He says it so innocently, too, with like his hands behind his back and shit.
Such a good one.
Dude, pages, what is this? Pages 6 through 7. It's just, he sees her. He's checking her out, and then he just says, "Great!"
Yeah, that face cracked me up the first time I read that.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What a creep.
Yeah. So, we in the conversation before between Lunch and Krillin, we get that, they want her around to have some, girlish charm. It's just a bunch of dudes on this island. And she's like, oh, that actually works because since I'm getting chased around, maybe it'll be good to have some boys doing martial arts defending me. So Roshi, tells her to stay. She is very happy. She's like, if it's not too much of a problem, of course it's not, right? And he's like, you should actually even do martial arts with us. Nothing crazy, just like some light exercises. So he gives her, the training uniform to go change into, and she almost does it right on the beach. And Krillin blows that one, and Roshi's like, "Fuck you, Krillin." It's like, I regret calling you my kind of student or whatever. And then she comes out, and she's wearing like lingerie, like a nice lace, like nightie or something. And the payoff is that Kame-sen and Krillin and Goku are all wearing the lingerie as well. So I think that's such a great fucking panel there.
Dude, yeah, that is so that was cracking me up too when they're all fucking dressed like that.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It's probably one of the better gags in the whole series, I think. So a fly comes buzzing around, causing Lunch to sneeze back into her Super Saiyan here. I wrote in my notes, but I guess I made that joke last chapter, so fuck me. Fuck
Nice.
myself up there.
Let's go.
And
also, I like that a fly made her sneeze. I mean, we all know flies make us sneeze, but I really like that Toriyama incorporated that.
Yeah, really related to us.
Yeah, thanks Toriyama. Big ups.
Oh, I wrote here in my notes, I highly doubt she says the F word.
What?
So,
what?
On page 14, she's like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" I highly doubt.
Okay. I wasn't looking at this page, and I was like, "What are you fucking saying right now?"
I feel like that was an editor's choice.
I'm sure.
But yeah, she shoots everybody up, leaving them, bloodied and bruised, which is pretty great. And I'll say, Lunch's gag of sneezing, we'll see how long that can stay fun.
Yeah.
I think we get maybe one more good use of it, and then it's like, all right, that's enough of this character.
Before we go to the next chapter, I like on page 14, Roshi, how fucking big his mouth is. He's like a fucking Tom and Jerry cartoon right there. And then on the last page, he's got bullet holes in his fucking head.
Yeah, they're fucked, man. Yeah, bullet, like, they went through his head.
Literally, he's lucky he's fucking immortal.
Hey, you see Krillin there on the bottom? He's got a fucking, just like a one right through the middle of his forehead.
Yeah, I don't know how Krillin's not dead.
We didn't get to see more of this character. I'm so pissed off that this woman just came and killed him, and then they don't even mention it, and they keep her around.
I know. Now we have the adventures of Lunch and the Carroter Bunny.
Toe the Carroter.
Yo, so this next chapter, chapter 28, Roshi, it starts with Roshi just turning his house into a capsule and they move. Were you guys expecting that?
I knew about this.
Oh, okay. Evan, was that like maybe a nice little treat for you?
Rip Evan.
Hello?
All right.
Hello?
No, you're done. You're done.
Sorry,
yeah, we said
my
rip already.
a little weird.
I was just wondering if it was surprising to you that they turned his house into a capsule and move away.
Yes.
Yeah, was that like a nice little fun thing?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It makes sense. I mean, I always forget that capsules are like part of this universe, because like they they kind of just ignore it, that they can just take anything with them, for the most part.
It's insane. Yeah, it's such an insane technology.
It's really cool. I always wanted capsules when I was a kid.
Same. I would take a capsule over a Pokeball.
Wow, that's tough.
Could a Pokemon live in a capsule?
Well, here's the thing. Where am I going to find a Pokemon around here to use the Pokeball with?
I would assume if there's Pokeballs, Pokemon are also in the universe, right?
Maybe.
Yeah,
what if it's like a monkey paw thing where like I wish for a Pokeball, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's gonna be Pokemon, right?
Yeah, and then everyone gets
wished for a Pokeball.
You wish for Pokeballs, and everybody that gets a Pokeball. I was gonna say everybody gets cancer from the Pokeball technology.
That's how the world ends.
Anyway,
give me a capsule any day of the week.
How about a capsule that you could put your Pokeball into? Now that's thinking.
That's thinking with portals right there.
So the island that they moved to, Roshi tells us that it has about 300 people living on it. And Lunch says that she's going to go prepare dinner. You know, the house is all set up on their new spot, and the boys are going to go off and train. And she goes to sneeze, but it's a fake out. It's a yawn.
Oh,
And that is the last good use of her gag.
everything after this will just be beating a dead horse.
That is a good one though. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that was funny.
So here we get Kuririn talking about the Odin temple, which I mentioned before, and oh wait,
You okay?
oh okay, yeah. Odin also means many woods, but it also is like the pun on the whole Shaolin thing that I was talking about before.
Yeah.
And yeah, Toriyama, he's all about the puns, all about the fucking puns, you know. So the training begins with a 100-meter dash. Krillin goes first, and he ends with 10.4 seconds. Then he makes fun of Goku's stance because Goku's just like standing there with his arms out, you know, all stubby and cute looking. And we'll see a couple other characters mention Goku's stance as well. So just wanted to take note of that. Goku runs the dash. He gets 11 seconds, but then he points out that his shoes are busted. So he gets a new. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you know what the world record is for the 100-meter dash?
No idea.
Do you know who said it? If you had to guess.
Is it Usain Bolt? Right?
It is Usain Bolt.
Is it like 6.4 seconds or something like that?
No.
Okay.
Not that low.
Oh, okay.
Roshi destroyed the world record with his run.
Oh, I'm thinking of Roshi's number.
I mean, Krillin almost just beat the world record. It's 9.58.
Wow.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And the man's name is Usain Bolt. I mean, is there a fucking cooler name, especially for
Seriously.
He's a goddamn superhero.
It's meant to happen, honestly. It's destiny.
So Goku, with his new pair of shoes, he clocks in at 8.5. So, you know, Roshi and Krillin are very impressed by this. You know, even Krillin's numbers are very impressive, of course, as Adam just told us.
Absolutely.
So Roshi says that, you know, while he's impressed, they must surpass human limits. And he runs it and clocks in at 5.6 seconds. Did I write that correct?
You did?
I thought it was 6.5.
Nope.
You know what's weird? No, I was rereading the chapters in the Viz, you know, actual book, and I'm pretty sure they say 6.5. So I don't know why they would flip it around unless that's just an actual, you know, mistranslation. They flipped it around by accident.
Oh, clearly either this or them fucked up.
Or English Roshi is weaker than Japanese Roshi.
Oh my god.
That could be the case.
I believe it.
I bet there's video essays aplenty about that.
Japanese people are inherently stronger than Americans.
It's just a fact.
It's just a fact. And you can't argue with facts.
So, he asks Goku to go get him a beer, and Goku doesn't know what that is, so Krillin is going to go instead. And this leads to Roshi saying that, you know, if you don't know what fucking beer is, we probably got to teach you some actual, like, learning. You know, knowledge is also important to martial arts. So they're going to do some actual education as well in their training.
Oh, man, I forgot to write something down, but speaking of that, I hope I catch it while we're reading this, but Goku says something that I'm like, all right, Goku's like a bumbling idiot. How would he even fucking know that? If I catch it, I'll bring it up.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I wrote it down too. Probably not, actually. So I like how I think Krillin's like walking away here, and he kind of talks to himself about how he's happy to see that Roshi is more than just a pervert. So, you know, hopefully as the audience, as the readers, we're gonna start seeing that as better arcs come around ourselves. The fucking goddamn fucking cocksucking.
Yeah.
Sorry, that got me.
I mean, I'm glad. The end of the chapter is just Lunch sneezing and chasing Krillin around, and I was guessing that Hakushon is like the Japanese equivalent of Achu. So Chapter 29. The sun is setting. And I like, the sky. He's got some gray tones in there. Toriyama really does not use a lot of halftone sheets. He draws a lot of stuff in black and white, a lot of shading with just pen strokes. So, it's nice that at least in earlier Dragon Ball, he uses the halftones a little bit more. Do you want to say something, Adam?
No. Nope, just agreeing with you.
Good. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You got
Appreciate
it.
that, baby.
You got it, big boy.
So one more bit of training for the day is that Roshi picks up a rock and he draws the Kame kanji, meaning turtle.
Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Another one. Yokoraze, as he picks up the rock.
So, this is a very popular kanji that we'll see all throughout this whole fucking series. Go ahead.
Speaking of that, the worst fucking kanji is the one that from Super, where they train under Beerus. Or Whis. Yeah, that squiggle of a circle, whatever the fuck that is. That is a horrible fucking symbol.
Isn't that the Hidden Leaf Village thing?
It might as well fucking be. It's close enough.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. You know what, dude? There's a really cool thing about the kanjis on the kanji on the gis throughout the fucking series that I don't know if you guys really know, so I'm excited to continually point them out as we read.
Cool.
Because there's actually a lot of symbolism that happens by the time we get to the Frieza arc, we'll say. So Roshi takes this rock that he's written on and he throws it down into the jungle below them. They're kind of up on a cliff. And he says that whoever finds it is the winner and the loser gets no dinner. And, Goku's not fucking going to have that. We know that, right? We don't really know about Krillin's appetite yet. But if none of them find it in 30 minutes, then neither one of them will be getting it, right? So they're kind of looking, and Krillin's like, shit, man, how are we going to get down? Maybe we'll have to go around. And while he's thinking about it, Goku just jumps right down. But I love that. He hits a branch. He's like, this is a great branch. And then it just snaps. He fucking falls.
Yeah, that cracked me up, too.
So, even though he hurt himself, he can't not have dinner. Krillin runs around and he comes up with this brilliant idea. He's like, no one's gonna find this thing in fucking 30 minutes. I'll just write on a different rock. So, he gets a rock. He knocks on someone's house, gets a Sharpie marker, writes on it, and he runs around. I like how he gets right around the corner, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta act tired." He's acting all out of breath. He runs up to Roshi. I found it. Give it to him. Roshi just throws it right back in his fucking face. You don't want to fall for that, bro. Come on. So, Krillin. I'm kind of completely lost in my notes here, but Krillin goes back down. And he's dealing with all sorts of shit. We see, him take down a saber-toothed tiger. He's hiding from a triceratops. This is a fucking insane jungle, even though it looked like it was about 100 square feet, But he hears Goku saying that he found it. And, he's like, how did you even find this? He's like, I tracked it down with my amazing sense of smell. And Goku's like, oh, and Krillin's like, oh, yeah, I can tell from your dog tail. It's like, dude, come on. It's not that's not really what he says, but it's like, he's like, what are you, a dog? It's like, dude, he's got a monkey tail. Come on. Open your fucking eyes,
Funny enough, you didn't mention this before, but when Goku goes back to Roshi, he's like, didn't you have a tail? And Goku's like, yeah, it went somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just disappeared.
Yeah, because he doesn't even know what the hell happened to it.
Which I don't know if you guys have watched Big Mouth on Netflix.
I've seen some of it. It's funny.
We watched it all recently, and it was hilarious. But there's the hormone monster.
Yeah.
And the hormone monster has little penis monsters that follows him around, and they're literally furry penises, little animals. And I picture that they move around his tail left like the fucking penises.
Oh my god. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Dude, there's a really good episode where they go to the Statue of Liberty. And you gotta look up Gummy Worm Arms Big Mouth.
I'm already sold. So Krillin pulls the oldest trick on the book on Goku. He's like, "Here, let me see that," and then he just steals the rock and he runs away. And Goku's trying to chase him. This motherfucker, this goddamn bastard, cocksucking Krillin. He even chopping down the bridge on Goku and shit, trying to kill this boy. But like nothing can even stop Goku. He's just right behind him in the next panel.
Yeah, I don't know how he got there. I don't know how he pulled that off, but
it's like a zombie movie or something.
Oh, well, maybe he used Kintone. Something like that, right?
It's the power of hunger, man. He needs that dinner.
Yeah, I think Goku is not only a super or a Saiyan or a Saiyan, he's also Italian American because he's a fucking Gavone.
Well, of course, Toriyama depicts him just as Tony Soprano on the bottom left of this last page here of this chapter.
I remember that one part in Dragon Ball Z when Vegeta puts on olive oil face and Goku gets really fucking mad at him about it.
Okay. Now I'm even getting offended, so let's move on.
I'm Italian. I could say it.
He's like, "Hey, wipe that olive oil off your face, or else I'm gonna garlic gun." But get it?
I do get it.
I didn't think that was very funny.
I thought it was fucking funny.
Wait, Evan, are you Italian?
Yeah, I'm part Italian.
All right, I was gonna say you better watch how you fucking talk. You're not Italian.
Are you kidding me?
Wait, are you fucking Italian, Evan?
Van Deventer? You want me to believe Van Deventer is Italian?
I'm actually like a good chunk of my genetics is Italian.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
I'm like 33% or something.
I've seen your body. You don't got any hair on your body. No way you're fucking Italian.
Oh God.
I'm a smooth skinned
Me
Calabrian.
Neither. So am I. Definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely you, Jesse.
Definitely. Anyway, fuck hairy people. I hate them. So Goku and Krillin, they have a little tussle, and Krillin's like, here, take the rock. Fuck you! And then he throws it. So Goku's like, fuck you! And he runs away. He tries to fucking get it. But Krillin threw a fake rock. So he kept the real one. He gets the dinner. They're all happy. Goku's in the corner starving. Is this what you were talking about with Tony Soprano, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should get that tattooed on me.
He's sitting over there thinking, I'm losing my fucking mind over here.
But, the narrator lets us know that Goku was actually lucky because everybody who ate dinner that night ate poisoned blowfish or bad, spoiled blowfish, and they got food poisoning. Bum, bum, bum. Lol, so random.
Bum, bum, ba, bum. Wow.
Chapter 30 starts with, a new volume. How do you guys like this one?
This looks like Krillin.
This is the Krillin I know.
Yeah.
This looks like adult Krillin, but he's supposed to be a kid.
Yeah.
But I love the black and white one at the bottom there.
Yeah,
I love
them
that.
in the suits.
Yeah,
kind of a spoiler for my absolute favorite panel, I think, in the whole fucking manga coming up. But yeah, the suits, man, the suits are great.
Yeah, suits are awesome.
But also, on page 6 here of this chapter, just a nice little title page. Nothing like crazy, but just a lot of little cute Goku poses. So
yeah.
always a fan of that. So Roshi wakes up the boys at 4:30 a.m. Rocky Balboa style, Italian American style. And we see Goku sharing a bed with the blonde-haired lunch because there's not enough beds for everyone. So, I think Roshi and Krillin were sharing a bed. These two were sharing a bed. And he's like, all right, I gotta just wake up Goku. And he like taps Goku with the broom handle. And then Goku's just like, hey, morning, old timer. Just wakes up lunch. Oh, that reminds me, actually, I wanted to say, the translator here, he has Goku calling Roshi grandpa a lot. I know the word that he says is Ji-chan, which is like an informal way, like a little kid's way of saying like grandpa. It'd be like, I guess, grandpa instead of grandfather, right? But I know it's also translated as old timer, which is how it's like translated in the anime subs and in the manga and stuff like that. So I kind of like thinking that he says old timer more than grandpa personally.
Or like, hey, what's going
Uh,
on, pops? You know, like talking to an old guy.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, what's up, pops?
So that just came into my head, so I figured I would mention that one there.
Hey, thanks for
Uh,
mentioning that.
You like that one? I know you did, Adam. So yeah. Anyway, Lunch wakes up and she's pissed that he's in bed with her, and she starts shooting and shit, but Goku doesn't give a fuck, just kicks her right in the face, and he's like, "You should go back to sleep for a little while," and then the training begins, and Roshi explains the Kame-sen school style, the immortal turtle style. And he uses too many words to explain his philosophy, though, and Goku doesn't understand a bit of it. So he just says, in summary, train hard, live good lives, and strike down those who cause injustices. So they begin their training by running across town to the milk store. And they go and they pick up, these two cartons or these two crates of milk. And the milk guy's like, "Hey, you're not going to use the helicopter?" No. Roshi's like, we're gonna skip the first 2 kilometers all the way to the first house. We're gonna skip. So they do that, and then the next house they zigzag between all the trees down the road. And the next house is up high on a mountain, and they have to run up the stairs like Rocky Balboa. I wrote in my notes, and again, I spoiled that joke before in the last goddamn chapter. Fuck me.
Let's go. He actually says you don't have to run up the steps.
That's true. He does. But I like to think Goku does. Krillin probably walked. But when they get to the top, even Goku's pretty knocked out from this. And Roshi's just kind of sitting there smoking that kush. You know how it is. Kingdom style. KINGDUMMIES style. And, when he sees that Goku's tired, he's like, well, yeah, it's pretty cool. Your grandfather, Gohan, and the Ox King used to do this kind of training all the time when I trained them. And that instantly cheers up Goku. So I really kind of like that. And we also see that Roshi is teaching Goku to speak politely to, the customers. So that's also a nice little detail that we'll see pop up when he gets to tournament. And here we hear the first mention of the Tenka'ichi Budoukai, the #1 under the heavens martial arts gathering, is what that translates to. So the boys are absolutely elated that they might be able to take part in such a big tournament and meet a bunch of strong guys. They're totally in for this. And we get a montage of them traveling across, balancing logs, through quicksand, through rapid waters, and even running away from a T-Rex, which reminds me of Gohan running away from a T-Rex as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Muten Roshi tells them that they will be running this milk route as early morning training every day for the next 8 months. How did you boys like this chapter, the beginning of the training? What do you think about this one?
Love it.
I love it, seriously. It's got that Dragon Ball charm,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is like the first time. I mean, there's still so much goofiness and comedy to it, but I feel like this is the first time where we're like seeing some seriousness to the manga.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
Also, I just feel like this is so like them doing the milk delivery is like an iconic thing. It's like one thing I always remembered was them doing the milk delivery.
It's so awesome, dude.
I actually
fucking
saw
love it so much.
there, and I got like a Facebook ad the other day. It was really weird of a pin of Goku in like the milk carton and like him delivering it, which I don't think I've ever bought a pin, or I don't collect pins, but I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I completely forgot about the milk thing.
Sad.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you liked it. A nice little surprise for sure. Yeah, I love these chapters, just like you guys are saying.
I hope so.
Well, it's all right. Chapter 31. Here we get the morning training that happens after the early morning training. So Jesus Christ, man, really working these guys. And the morning training is plowing the fields by hand.
Horrible.
So that's pretty fucking nuts.
Horrible.
And in the anime, like at the end of the time skip, I know they're fucking doing this like in a second. It's so goofy. But yeah, I could not imagine that shit. And yeah, I've been looking at my notes here for a while, and now I'm looking at some of the pages, and just gotta say again, these early designs are just the fucking best, dude. They don't even have necks, these kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Dude, what I would give to be chilling with Master Roshi, smoking that good kush, watching those two do their work.
Right?
It's picturesque, this shot here.
It is nice.
I'm
Page
honestly
4.
surprised that Krillin's even able to keep up with it. I expected out of Goku because he's a fucking alien, but like,
Well, not yet. He's not.
no, well, yeah, not yet. He isn't.
Is Krillin older than Goku?
I think he is. I think
Krillin is older than Goku.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Goku's like the youngest in the Z Fighter cast.
Yeah, and I mean, Krillin did said he was training. He trained for 8 years, supposedly.
Right.
So
Right.
maybe he can hold up a little bit, but he clearly, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
after they plow the fields, they have breakfast, and then after breakfast, it is study time until lunch. So what are the boys studying? More H magazine from earlier on. And then after lunch, it's nap time in the hammocks. Very nice shot of them all chilling out. And Roshi says, "Work well, study well, play well, eat well, and sleep well. This is the way of the Kame-sen style." So very nice philosophy, very practical, and really, even though Goku doesn't stay out there delivering milk and plowing the field with his hands, it really is the foundation of his training style, I would say, as he goes into an adult.
Yeah, it's
So-
really the wax on, wax off of Dragon
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah. So after an hour nap, they go and they help the construction workers. And Roshi says, "Hey, it's cool. You can even make some money doing so. Like, you have a job." And they're looking cool in their construction hard hats.
Love Goku in the hard hat.
And then after they do construction, they are gonna be going swimming, but oh, I see. I wrote a little. My notes are fucking me up tonight, man. I thought I was being cheeky, writing a bunch of little bits in my notes here. Now they're screwing with me. They're kind of mad because they're like, "Can you teach us like how to fight, actually?" But Roshi spits at this idea. He's like, "You got to temper your body first," and he points to this big boulder. And he tells them that when they're strong enough to move the rock, then he'll teach them actual fighting moves. And he even moves the rock himself. So, he's not bullshitting. But then Goku just goes up and moves the rock too. So Roshi's like, "Not that rock. I mean this huger one that's like 10 times the size of the original one." So I wrote in my notes here, page 11. The bottom panel of Roshi the peace sign, course, just like that. Like that. So they go back to the swimming thing, and they have to swim across this lake 10 times. But, however, for some reason, there's a shark in this lake. Is an exact quote from Roshi. So I feel like I've seen this shot before of them getting chased by the shark. Pretty iconic, pretty, I'm sure all our viewers have seen this panel before one time or another.
Probably.
And after they swim away from the shark, for their fucking lives, Roshi takes them up and ties them to a tree to test their reflexes. This way they can only be able to dodge within the length of the rope. And then Roshi is a goddamn bastard. He hits the fucking wasp's nest and absolutely murders these boys. I mean, page 15. the top right panel. Look at this.
What did he expect? What did he
Look at
expect?
this.
That is so funny.
And that completes the full day. That's quite the day, my friends, I would say. And you know, Kame Sennin says this is only the easy part because pretty soon they're going to be able to they're going to be doing all of this while wearing 20-kilogram turtle shells, which is about 44 pounds. So that's fucked up.
Even Goku's a little bit worried about that.
Yeah, normally he's excited by this kind of thing.
I was gonna say the fucking turtle shell probably weighs more than both of them.
Yeah.
So, chapter 32, time is going by and the boys are doing just fine. You know, we see them still doing the same kind of routes, but it's a little easier. You know, when they're running away from the T-Rex, they're actually just having a conversation, you know. So it's getting a little easier for them. They've got their turtle shells. And here's a new take on an old classic, guys. Krillin is hungry. So maybe he's gonna be taking over for Goku. Maybe Goku's getting ridden out of this series.
Finally.
Although with the fact that Krillin wants to be a martial artist to impress women, maybe he's taking over for Yamcha. That might be more likely.
Possible.
So at this point, we found out there's only 1 month until the Budoukai. Page 5. Goku is going to move this goddamn rock. He's ready to do it. And look at that bottom panel, dude. Look at Goku's damn ass face.
Yeah. Look at his little jacked arm.
Yes.
It looks like an infant's arm.
So he pushes it, and even Kuririn moves the rock as well. But not as far as Goku. But Roshi is still floored by this, you know? And with that, he unfortunately has to break it to them that there's actually no special fighting moves to be learned, you know? But he's so he's like, hey, you know, you might not realize this, but your bodies have become highly developed over the months that you guys have been working. You guys have been going fucking nuts, you know? And he says, you don't strive to win, you strive to not lose, and entering the Budoukai is a way of furthering their training. Then he gives them 40-kilogram shells, which I guess would be around 88 pounds. So that's fucked. And they're gonna wear that the final month. And I mean, hey, Goku also loves that weight training. That's also something that he incorporates into his training for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I think in the Buu arc, when he's in the afterlife, he has like 20-ton fucking shit on his hands. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember that.
So ridiculous. It's like Toriyama, dude. You didn't have to go that high, man. 20 tons. Guys, help. So he says, you know, if we fast forward to the end of the month now, another little time skip. Now we're at the end of the 8-month training, and he tells the boys to test out their new strength by jumping. And we're gonna see this, you know, a couple more times in the series. We'll see Goku kind of come out of training and jump into the air, see how high he can jump and shit. Because they go really fucking high, and I really like that. You know, it's just a fun little, you know, test of strength, show of strength there. And on page 12, we see them getting into the car, and Goku and Krillin are dressed to the fucking nines here, boys. We were talking about this before. They've got their little suits and their hats.
Yeah, I love these outfits.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And
I mean, they look like a pair of two gangsters, man.
Look at Goku. Look at Goku shaking Lunch's hand, dude. Look how short he is. He's even on his tippy toes. What were you saying, Adam?
I didn't say this is anti-Italian discrimination.
I'm not gonna fucking have it. I should have broke your thumbs.
You can't portray us like that all the time in the media.
Seriously, you keep this up, I'm sending Frankie coffee cakes after your ass.
Do you guys wish that lunch went with them? Or
Yeah.
is it nice that, she's not gonna be sneezing all over the tournament?
No, I wanted her to enter the tournament.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
should have entered, right? Who's
Yeah,
this
I
fucking
mean,
Ron Fawn character?
Yeah, seriously, fuck Ron Fawn.
Ron
Um,
Fawn.
but on page 14, they arrive at the tournament grounds, and we see, the very ornate, detailed design. We start to see what it's gonna look like there, and
Who is this
very,
guy?
very iconic, location.
Who's this guy on the left?
That's Donny Osmond.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked first, Evan, because that means that you expect me to have an answer instead of me telling you who this guy is and you going, "Why the fuck do you know this shit?"
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's better for you.
Just from what I've heard, this whole kind of tournament place is kind of based on the like southeast islands of Asia, and this guy is apparently Toriyama's tour guide through Bali.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess he just wanted to throw him in there.
That's cool.
Right on.
Yep.
I like that. I like that it's Donny Osmond better, but that's still cool.
Well, that's the real story, but don't tell Evan that.
Rewrite.
So yeah, there we get to see, that iconic location, like I said, and then on page 2 of the next chapter, we get to see it in the limited color palette.
That's cool.
That's always nice. And yeah, they're just walking around distracted by these two in their suits. I really can't stress enough how much I love it. But on page 3, we see the registration people. They're like, "Are these kids really entering?" And Goku says, "Yeah, I mean, yes, sir." We see, hey, Roshi actually did maybe teach him how to talk politely. So that's pretty nice there.
Kind of weird coming from Roshi because he's such a perverted old fuck.
Well, hey, man, he's not just a perverted old fuck. But page 4, Kame Sennin gives them the Kame uniforms.
Finally.
Yeah, and this is a really great shot in the middle of page 4 of Goku, stretching out his arms. Not to spoil it, but we'll see this in the next tournament arc, like this same exact shot, but they'll be a little older, so that's gonna be nice. Looking forward to that. So yeah, it's got it's the orange gi, the dogi with the white kame circle on the heart.
It's pronounced Doge.
No, it's pronounced dogs, and I'm tired of fucking people saying Doge.
Here's another thing though. Did anybody think about the fact that Krillin has white eyes? Because, in the anime, he just has the skin-colored eyes. Like, his eyes are just colored in like the rest of his head.
Yeah, he just has, like, pupils.
Yeah. So
it is kind of weird. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, so I guess that wasn't part of Toriyama's design at all. And in the anime, I think he actually has white eyes for, like, a little while. And then eventually it just switches over. I guess they just took that liberty. I don't know.
I like that Toriyama gave Goku his nice olive complexion to show that he is Italian American.
Finally, we get some representation.
Finally.
So, on page 5, we get inside of like the preliminary rounds where only the contestants are allowed. And we see that our two boys are definitely a lot fucking smaller than everybody else that's competing here. And we get this old man announcer. Pretty cool. The pretty cool looking character design up there with the likes of Kirby.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Super iconic. I also like that they got the Michelin Man right below him in that next panel.
Yeah, I love that. There's like an insane amount of just ridiculous all over the place background characters that Toriyama throws in here just to make the world absolutely as crazy as possible.
Or you know what? It looks like the fucking the marshmallow monster from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the Stay Puft Marshmallow
Man.
Yeah. So this old man, the announcer, he's telling us that the tournament happens once every 5 years. and that 137 fighters have gathered here from all over the world, but only 8 will move on to the actual tournament. The rules for the tournament are as follows. Battles will be one-on-one. A ring out, fainting, crying up, or giving up, crying, or otherwise, whatever that means, results in a loss. I like crying or otherwise. I thought that was a weird one. And also, you
Maybe
cannot.
vomiting.
I was saying dying, maybe like death.
Well, yeah, you cannot kill your opponent, and that is also a rule. And weapons are prohibited. The preliminary matches will only be 1 minute and can be decided by a judge if need be. Fighters are divided into 4 blocks, and the final 2 from each block will move on to the end. Now, Toriyama wrote a whole bunch of rules there that I just listed for everybody, but I think he forgot one, which he'll mention in the beginning of another chapter. So I'll point that out. Here we get the numbers. They're being drawn from a lottery box. Goku pulls 70, Krillin pulls 93, and they get put in the same block, but separate brackets, meaning that they can both be the finalists to both move on.
Let's go.
Very smart, Toriyama. Good thing you didn't fuck that one up. You can't go back and erase shit, you know?
Nope. He definitely fucked it up and went back. He was like, "God damn it, I gotta rewrite all these fucking chapters."
Well, he does fuck something up. I'll point that out too. So they talk about how Roshi never trained them to actually fight, but we see in Goku's first preliminary match that he's able to run behind his opponent, Charles Bronson, played by Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Good fucking reference.
Yeah, I like that.
And he just pushes him out of the ring with one finger, even though everybody doesn't even see that, and they actually just think that the guy lost balance and fell out on his own. But Goku tells Krillin, he's like, "Yo, don't use your full power, because we're fucking strong now. So like,
Yeah.
don't use your power unless it's somebody serious." And then right after that, these 2 older students from Krillin's former temple come over and they start picking on him, saying that he has no potential and all this shit. And one of them even says that he's against Krillin in the preliminaries. So even though Goku said 2 minutes ago not to fuck with their power, he's like, fuck with that actually. Go kill this man. Kill him. This guy's a real jerk.
Squish him like a bug.
So on page 16, we see Krillin do just that. He fucks this man up, kicks him right out of the goddamn building. And yeah, the boys are just like, holy shit, this really worked. Like, the old timer really did this shit, man. He really trained us. So, page 34, or chapter 34, they are easily making their way through the other fights of the preliminary matches. And as Krillin cheers for Goku on his final match, we see a familiar face with not so familiar hair on page 8. Who could that be, boys? Did you know?
I had no idea that it was Yamcha.
Yeah, I knew you didn't. I was gonna say, if you said you knew, I was gonna call you a big fucking liar.
I'm pretty familiar with a lot of this early stuff, so.
No, this is, kind of obviously Yamcha, right? So, Yamcha though also, or no, I'm sorry, I'm reading this wrong. The guy that fights Goku is also mocking Goku's stance. Like I mentioned before, people really underestimate this guy because of his stance.
Who, this older gentleman with the mustache?
Right.
This guy that looks exactly like the guy that Oolong turned into, that Bulma thought was hot.
Yeah, a good little bit, doesn't he?
Kind of. The only thing that's really different is the hair, I feel like.
So yeah, even though this guy thinks that Goku is just gonna be nothing, he gets easily duped and thrown out of the ring.
Did you notice in the translator's notes this guy's using the lion fang?
Yeah,
I did. very great. One of my favorite moves from Budoukai Tenkaichi 3, man.
Yeah,
the lion thing.
I love playing as this guy in Tenkaichi 3.
I'm surprised he wasn't in it. There was like 157 characters or something.
I know, it's fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
So
and they
good.
all had unique special moves. It was so fucking fun.
And not to
It goes for a
derail
lot
this,
of money on eBay too.
not to derail this, but do you know Dragon Ball Heroes?
Yeah.
Do you know there's an anime for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of sucks.
It's pretty
but
bad.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
wish
a
it was a
it's a
little
MMO, right?
it's a card battling game,
Oh.
and your cards come to life. But like in the anime, it's like these kids playing the cards, and they're summoning like Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and like 6 other crazy characters, and then they're fighting like Ultra Instinct Goku and like these other crazy
Right.
fucking characters. And like
Yeah, it's all the fan service ideas and
Yeah,
characters. in one
literally.
spot.
Yep.
That's dope.
It's a cool
That's honestly
concept,
awesome.
but it's not done well.
Yeah, well, the anime, it's like short episodes, and it's much more just promotional material
Yeah, for the game,
rather
most
than like
likely.
being a real show. you know?
Right.
Yes.
They even used the Dragon Ball Heroes.
Dragon Ball Heroes. Such a good dude. Wait, such a good one though, for real. That song, the real one.
Yeah, the real one's great. That was an awesome Sonic game. I fucking love that one. I don't know if you guys
Me
actually
too.
enjoyed it, but I think it got a lot of shit. I actually
Well,
really
of course
enjoyed
I
it.
enjoyed it. Of course I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it for sure back then, but I'm pretty sure it was one of the better Sonic games.
Let's
came
go.
I think it's probably like the last good one for a while. Anyway, we can't have 2 Sonic references in one episode, dude.
I know.
Come on, I'll get all my credibility taken away. I love on page 12, though, back to this. I love on page 12 this shot of Goku hugging Krillin. Just really cute, dude. These two are fucking cute. And yeah, like we were talking about at the beginning of the episode, don't you feel like by this point they're much more friendly than when Krillin first shows up?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's just that he doesn't do any other like shifty things because
He's
he like
not-
girls.
He's not really a little shit anymore, and I feel like after this tournament, his motivation of getting strong to impress women goes to the wayside.
Well, I don't remember
Well,
much.
I
of
don't
all of
know. Well, there's one instance of him trying to impress a woman where he makes Perfect Cell become a thing. But
Yeah.
that's a story for a different day.
That's a story for the future when we get there.
Yes, the future where the androids destroyed everything.
Episode 783.
Oh my god.
So, as Krillin's getting ready for his match, we get Yamcha finally talking to Goku here. And it turns out that Bulma's shallow ass is the reason that he got a haircut, because she was making fun of his long hair. So, thank you for that, Bulma.
I actually like long hair Yamcha.
I wish I could have long hair.
Right?
I can't have no hair. I can't even have fucking short hair.
Tell me about it, brother.
So, Yamcha's there, he's telling that he's been training for the tournament too, and once he finds out that Krillin was also from the Turtle School, he wonders if he'll be able to even be a runner-up in this thing now, because Goku and Krillin are obviously out here killing it. So, page 15. Again, I wrote just an even cuter panel of Goku and Krillin. Look at this on the top. The top right there, little piggyback. Fucking love it, man. Fucking love it. And yeah, here we get Yamcha telling him that all the other characters from the first arc are in the crowd too. So that is exciting. We see Roshi, talking to Oolong, Puar, and Bulma. And are you guys happy to see these folks again? I mean, they weren't gone for long, but
Oh, I mean Bulma, yes. Puar, no. Oolong, no.
Yeah, I like that they like meet up at the tournament. I think that's cool. I like
Yeah.
Bulma as a character like throughout the entire series. So
If
Oolong
we were-
and Par are kind of just there.
Yeah, it's cool that they're there.
Yeah, I'll say, like, if we were reading this as this was coming out, I mean, that must have been a good 2.5 months, almost 3 months, we haven't seen these characters. So, and you know, for all we knew, they were never coming back again. You know, but of course we know better. But for all we know better. You know. Anyway, chapter 35, the last chapter we're talking about today, y'all.
Y'all.
It's starting off, y'all, with y'all catching up with Roshi and Bulma. They're all catching up with y'all.
With y'all.
And it ends with him getting smashed in the head by a huge mallet because he couldn't even go 3 goddamn panels without asking for the puff puff. And oh wait, that reminds me. Oh no. This was way long ago. On chapter 32.
Oh my god. I gotta go all the way back to chapter 32, Jesse.
No, wait, you don't. I fucked up here. Oh, it's not even here.
Maron.
Oh, it's not even here. It's not even here at all. It's like I made it up in my own mind. Hey.
Hey, I'm getting dementia. Hey, what do you want me to say?
There's a guy, you know, I did read ahead, so it might actually be just a guy in the audience. But there's a guy whose hat says Paf, like PAF, Poff Poff. But that's Pafu is Puff Puff.
Let's
so
go.
I wanted to point out the dude with the Puff Puff hat because you guys probably didn't notice since it's with an A.
Oh wait,
but
that was in chapter 32.
Wow, no, it wasn't. I'm just all fucked up, and this easily goes down as the worst episode we've ever fucking done.
You definitely just ruined it.
I mean, let's just call it Rooster Fighter Chapter 3. No, just kidding. We're actually not even talking about Rooster Fighter tonight.
Nope.
But anyway, so chapter 35.
Yeah, on page 3 of chapter 35, there's 2 Krillins on the top left panel.
Yeah, basically.
No, dude, wait. That's baby Luffy again. Good to see him back.
I always knew you were in the same universe.
So Goku finds the crew. You know, he meets up with them finally, and everyone is just ecstatic about seeing each other after so long. And Goku introduces Krillin to everyone, and everyone, you know, he's very polite, nice to meet you, and everything.
Right? Did you point out the Puff Puff thing where Bulma hits him with a fucking hammer?
Yeah,
I did. That's what. Dude, don't bring up Puff Puff. I go down a huge fucking rabbit hole, man.
Is that what started?
I pull the rabbit out of the Puff Puff hat, man.
Pull Toe the character out of the old Puff Puff hat.
So, you know, they only get a brief second to talk to each other because the 8 contestants are called into the main temple, and when that happens, Roshi seemingly disappears as well. What's up with that, guys? What is he, taking a poopy?
He's probably taking a poop. He's probably shitting. Smelly shit.
Who knows where he went?
Goku knows. He's in the bathroom taking a smelly shit.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Roshi was the type of dude to go into a porta potty to masturbate.
Oh my god, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
I know, what the fuck?
Good lord.
This is a PG show, man.
Seriously.
Yeah.
The fuck, Kevin.
PG for fucking American audiences. Apparently they were selling the shit to children back in the day.
I know, right? Fucking Japan.
Yeah, Yamcha with his booby eyes. Fucking selling that shit to kids.
He is a sexual assaulter. Of course he's gonna jerk off. Why wouldn't he? He's got it off, you know?
I guess that's fair.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So, page 7, we see Roshi entering the Port of Johns. No. Here we do get a shot at all 8 of our contestants, though. We've got our 3 boys, you know, Krillin, Goku, Yamcha, a dragon from Dragon Quest, it looks like, a meditating Buddhist monk, a cool, hip girl, and an old man who is definitely not Master Roshi in a wig. And then we meet a big-ass, smelly ass man.
Yeah, that's actually his name, is Ass Man.
Asumano.
Yamcha, the human Wikipedia, I wrote here, tells us that this man is not only strong, but permeates such a smell that people can hardly fight him because they're too busy holding their nose. Pretty funny. Page 8, we meet the announcer.
Oh my god, this is the first time we see the announcer.
Yeah.
Pretty classic character here who will come up throughout the whole series.
I love this guy, and I love the English voice actor for this guy.
Yeah, he's perfect.
He's so iconic. So iconic.
He's great, and well, worth pointing out, the Japanese voice actor for this guy was the voice actor for Senbei Norimaki, who is the main character of Dr. Slump.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, so, Dr. Slump had an anime?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And there's no English dub, though. And in fact, there's not even like an official English sub, I don't think. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you could just find like fan subs shit. He also voices another character, I think from the first arc. Is it Pilaf? It might be actually fucking Pilaf, dude. So, yeah.
That's cool.
I might be wrong, but Pilaf and the announcer might be the same voice actor. So he gets all the contestants to pull out numbers to determine the order that they're going to fight in. And this first guy goes up, the draggin, and his motherfucking name, according to this guy, is Giran with an L.
But it's Jiren, just like that guy from Super.
Yes, Adam, I wrote here Gilan. Now I can't even make my Jiren joke. Yeah, I've never seen that guy's name written with an L. I've always seen it with an R, so Giran.
It's Giran in the anime too, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always known it with the R. All right. So, there's that. But he pulls.
You forgot. This isn't even the first guy that went up. You left out Namu-san.
Yeah, dude. And I was gonna say okay. Namu was a playable character in Tenkaichi 3.
He was, yeah. So Namu or also Nam.
Yeah,
it's one of those names where like the U at the end isn't really pronounced that hard, so it's like kind of a weird thing that we don't speak Japanese, so I don't think we'll really understand it. But it's like the word des, like des, or like even Zamasu is like the same thing. It's like it's really kind of just Zamas or Sasuke, right? The U in there. Anyway, okay, so yeah, so Nam, we get his name, Nam. Then we get Gilan. Then we get Bacterian.
Oh God, horrible name, but
but fitting, right?
But fitting.
Then we get Yamcha, and then we get Krillin. Now Krillin pulls out number 1, putting him up against Bacterian.
That sucks.
So he pulls out number 1.
I also hate the mechanic of that fight, by the way. But go on.
We'll see that next time. I think it's funny too when Krillin's going to pull out his number. The one dude that's standing there, he's like, "Can your arm even reach down there?" pretty good.
That's really funny. Just like an older Krillin talking to himself.
Then we get the announcer reading Goku's name wrong as Mago Gosora, right? Which is like, or Gosora, if you want to say it like that, like Sora from Kingdom Hearts. The same word there, meaning sky. This is because if you read the kanji without the furigana, it can be read differently. Blah, blah, blah. They get the correct name. It's Son Goku. He picks his number. He's going to go up against Giran. And then the old man, we find out he's actually not Master Roshi. Holy shit, I thought he was, but he's not. He's just some guy named Jackie Chun.
No, it's Jackie Chun, dude. Come on.
Chun.
Oh, it's Jackie Chan.
Why would you say Chun?
It's Jackie Chun.
Jackie Chun.
It's Jackie Chun, dog.
Are you kidding me?
Jesse, I'm gonna like karate chop you in the neck when I see you.
It's literally Jackie Chun.
You called Yamcha a Wikipedia article on these fighters' names and shit. Bro, you are a walking Wikipedia article on Dragon Ball, and you want to call this man Jackie Chun? Jackie
guys are making.
Chun?
Hey, listen, I've never heard of a bit, but if you guys are doing a bit, it's pretty good.
It's not a bit.
But,
It's Jackie Chun.
If you're not, you're embarrassing yourselves because it's actually Jackie Chun. So,
yeah, okay, dude. Go watch the English dub and tell me what they fucking say.
Oh, okay, yeah. Coming from the two guys who literally booed when I said cyan, but I'll trust your judgment on this one, guys. Trust your judgment for sure.
I fucking hate this guy right now.
God damn it.
So he's gonna be going up against Ronfon, this girl. We get her name here too. And her name is a pun on the Japanese words, like pronunciations of lingerie and foundation garments.
Really?
So Ronfon. Yep. Like
That's so
lingerie,
weird.
Ron, and foundation fun.
Yeah, I see that.
Toriyama, like...
Toriyama really fucking reaches for things, doesn't he?
Well, aside from that, I think he, like, worked for, like... that department or something like that. Something like that. So he kind of like pulled from his past.
He worked in a lingerie department?
I think like maybe marketing for a company or something like that. Maybe I'm just making that up.
Probably. Just like you're making up Jackie Chun.
Pretty much the whole episode.
Yeah, I figured when you said Jackie Chun.
Yes. Oh, yes. I have a lot of articles I can send you guys about Jackie Chun.
I don't want to see your fucking fake ass articles from like Breitbart or wherever you're pulling this shit from.
Listen, Jesse, I told you to stop sending me Stormfront articles.
Okay, so let's just fucking wrap this up here. The matches are all set. You know, everybody's pulled their order now. And Goku wants to fucking eat. You know, they're like, I guess, like, if you want to eat right before, he's like, yes, let's fucking eat. So, page 13, the middle panel. I love him just sitting down at the table while the cooks are bringing shit out to him. And then page 14, the last page, we get the double spread pay-per-view poster of all 8 contestants. And if we take a look at the bracket, Krillin drew number 1. Oh, he's number 2 now for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
And Toriyama's going to write him as the number 2 spot for the rest of the fucking arc. So thank you very much.
I like that.
Bacterian versus Krillin, Jackie Cum versus Yamcha, Nam versus
That's more
Ron
acceptable.
And Goku versus Jiren. It's the Tournament of Power, baby. I'm fucking ready. Next time, it's chapters 36 through 54.
Man,
how'd you guys like that one?
Dude, well, I loved it, but I'm really looking forward to this Damu versus Ron. It's one of the most iconic in the series. We get to see so much cool foundations for techniques and stuff.
Yeah. I like that Goku is shown after he's eating with like rice and shit all over his face for his little poster shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, I enjoyed this one. I am looking forward to the next time. Next week, however, we're going to be going back over to One Piece. And I think you said chapters 23 through 33 or something?
20.
Is that correct?
I sent it to you. I don't fucking remember off the dome. I haven't even started reading it yet.
I forgot to write it down.
Come on, dude. You literally texted me like, what are the chapters so I could tell everybody.
I know. Just more bullshit from my notes. God damn.
Oh my god, Jesse, please, where did I write this?
Gotta clean that notes, boy.
Yeah, so that was fun. Always fun to be with you guys again. And, thank you everybody out there listening. Next time we'll see you for One Piece. I had a blast. Write to us in the comments. I love talking to you, especially about Dragon Ball. I'll comment forever. Boys, say goodbye.
Goodbye, but I'm 22 to 32. There we go.
22 to 32.
They're keeping it short.
32 for DUNCE PIECE.
Keeping it nice and short for the whole family.
Very good. Very good. Well,
All right, everybody.
I appreciate you, my dragon buds. Everybody, take care out there.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night or day or wherever you are listening.
Yeah, night for us, whatever day it is for you, time of day. Bye-bye.